Alright, it's showtime, Taranza and Queen Sectonia. Alright, this is it, the finale of the Kirby Triple Deluxe gameplay series. Welcome guys back to the final episode of Royal Road. It's time to face against the last and final level of Season 6, known as Royal Road Showdown. Let's check out the final 5 missions that I have to deal with, before my work here is done. Here is today's final 5 missions. Alright guys, this is it. This is the final episode of the Kirby Triple Deluxe gameplay series. So, as soon as this episode is finished, I'm going to then release Dedede Tour next month, as well as the Kirby Planet Robobot gameplay series. But I'm also going to split this into 2 different parts. The first half will contain the first 2 bosses, and the last half will contain the final boss. Don't worry, it will be coming up soon. Trust me. But anyway, time to get to these final 3 bosses. Let's do this. Alright, time to begin the first final boss. To think that you've made it this far, aren't you a persistent little thing? That's Taranza himself. But even you will kneel before us. I, Taranza, cannot allow you to interfere with Queen Sectonia's plans. Let me guess, you're here to save the hero of the lower world. The people of this land thought they were clever. Which, if you don't know what... They thought they could use the Dream Stalk to save their world. Funny story I want to say later. But I saw right through their plans. Well, since you're already here, I'll give you your precious hero back. But he may be a little bit more hostile than you remember him. Okay, funny story. I kind of thought Taranza was Trezor, but I thought that was the stupidest thing I could ever come up with. Anyway, it's time to begin the first final boss of the game. Let's do this thing. He is no other than Dedede, the possessed up version of Dedede by Taranza. He serves as the first final boss of Royal Road, basically, and I find him to be one of the most easiest bosses to defeat due to the amount of health he has. But the second phase of this fight is where it gets really difficult, and you're going to see just a minute of what I meant, because the next portion of the fight gave me a little bit of trouble, to say the least. Man, this theme is hype, man. I'm not even kidding, I need you to listen to it. Alright, here we go, guys. This is the second phase of the battle. He is known as Dedede's Revenge. Now, the reason why I said back in the arena last year that I consider him to be the second hardest mortal boss in the game is only just because of the turn range of the spear. I had a couple of attempts where I tried to beat him without taking damage. I literally kept getting hit by the spear almost every time, like that you just saw there. I really suck at this mini-boss battle sometimes, compared to every other one in the game. But in the case of Dedede, that's where I kind of suck a lot, so yeah. I have to now try to beat him as quick as I possibly can with no damage to... God dang it! Just as soon as I said not taking any damage, I literally took damage. Bam! I got him! Oh, that boss can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. Goodness gracious. Okay, now let's go ahead and check out that second mission since we already defeated both him and Taranza, and then move on to the next cutscene. Wait a minute. Okay, now that mission's checked off, time to continue. What is the meaning of this? Just looking at King Dedede's face, it can make someone laugh real hard, especially me. I did just as Her Majesty commanded. The lower world should fall to its knees before me. Could you be the true hero of the lower world? Of course, I mean Kirby is the hero of Dreamland after all. Curses if that's true. Majesty, Your Majesty Sectonia! Here is the Queen herself, Queen Sectonia, the second final boss. Oh glorious Sectonia, Please come to my rescue. But that looked painful for the poor dude. I feel sorry for him. Why? Gosh, poor Taranza gets abused too much. Pitiful Taranza. Jesus, she looks... I have no use for a fool who cannot follow orders. You know, no offense, but she looks kind of awesome. I mean, just look at her. Now then, hero overlord. Alright, here's the second final boss of the game. Queen Sectonia herself. You'll see. You would risk your life for this land? Well, of course! I mean, Kirby is here to save Floria, after all. You would stand against me, the ruler of the heavens? Well, yeah, I won't give it up for nothing. Very well. You will bow before the great Queen Sectonia. My beauty revivals the divine. And my power will crush all that you hold, dear. Alright guys, it's time to begin the second final boss of the game. Alright, let's do this. Just to let you know, in story mode, King Dedede is present, but in the arena, he's not shown at all. Okay? Just letting you know. But anyway, it's time to begin the second final boss of the game. No other than the almighty Queen Sectonia. She serves as the second final boss in the game, and I gotta admit she can be a little bit tricky here and there, but I consider her to be the third hardest boss, just because I don't find her to be that difficult comparing to Master Dedede's Revenge, because I have a very difficult time with that guy over and over again, just because of that long-term spear. But luckily I don't have to deal with it again, so all that's left to do is now deal with Queen Sectonia. Now, as I said before, I'm only going to show you these two bosses in the first part of the finale. The second part will come very soon, and it will showcase the last boss, okay? Don't worry. Okay, gotta be concentrated on this time. I'm such a pro at this, bro. There's no joke. Bam! And boom. Nothing on that last hit! What the heck? Okay, please tell me. Oh, nice! It still got her! I thought it was gonna flip her for a minute. And boom! Land right on King Dedede's belly. They do bad, no offense. Listen to me. I got her now. Oh, almost! Bam! I can check off that third mission too, and also cut this, since this is going to be it for the first half of the video. Give me a minute. Alright guys, that is essentially going to be it for the first half of the finale. Don't worry, the second half is going to come later on. But overall, I really hope you guys enjoyed the very first half of this finale. Of course, if you did, as always, let me know in the comments of what you think of this episode. Give it a like, give it a favorite. I won't take any offense from it, but that's essentially going to be it for this episode. Now, if you want to check out all the other videos I've already created for Season 6 so far, they're on screen right now, and go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos I release in the future. But regardless, guys, this is Andre Blue Boy as always, with, of course, the first half of the finale. I'll see you guys in the next episode.